Trying to make sure the audio on the mic works. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Talking to? Who do you think you're talking to? Do you? That's how I do my chat. I have my phone like right up here. Greta, don't bite me. Fishy will go upstream. Well, my guy died last night, so we have to pick something else. French, yes. Lapadite, Monsieur Lapadite. I love Inglorious Bastards. Hey guys, welcome in. I just started this stream and I have no idea what we're doing. I think we're gonna do French, because we've not even touched the French plane. But then again, we could go USA. Yeah, we'll do. I don't know what planes the USA gets though. Continue. Hey, I'm live. It's giving you a notification from yesterday too. Yeah. And what do we want to do? The Newport, I think, is what they flew in Flyboys. So, I think I want to fly that. Yeah, I want to say this was the plane that they had. So, let's see. American? I wonder if that's the American squadron. That's actually a really good setup too. Like map-wise, this is like great placement. Actually, you know what? Let's Google it. Let's see what part of France did Flyboys take place? Around the Western Front in France in World War I, focusing on the Lafayette Escadrille, an American volunteer squadron flying for the French Air Service. Just at a monument, American pilots are remembered. But where does it actually take place at? Is my question. Because if we can get it like just as accurate as we can to that movie, that'd be amazing. I remember that it was like an... There's got to be more than just that. Let's see if we can go on Wiki here. Maybe it'll say plot, cast, production, historical accuracy. Um, hmm, the scene where the beagle is rescued wearing the peekaboo. Stillhound, we're doing Lucian. Okay, let's do that. What town did Lucien live in Fly Boys? Small French village that was under German occupation. Okay, that does not help me. Reims is where she was treated after the rescue. We'll see if that's anywhere around here. Don't know. I don't know. This is where we are. Let's see. What town did the Germans invade in the movie Flyboys? A small French town where she lives near the knees, prompting. I don't know. This is Escadrille Americaine or Cane or whatever, so. And it has the new ports. So we're going to go with that one. Alright, what year does it take place, though? What year does Flyboys take place? 1916 and 1917. Okay. So this will work. Alright, so the next question is, what is the... Okay, let's just do Inglorious Bastards cast. Les Monsieur la Petite. Okay, here we go. Or, yo, hold on a minute. Flyboys cast. Blaine Rawlings' real name. I just find that interesting because one of the guys' names was Eugene, and look at one of the names that it just happened to choose. But it's not the same last name, but okay, he was the black guy. So that's not who it's relating to. Yeah, we'll just go with Perrier. Perrier? Perrier?
What? Oh,
Pe
Perrier.
Perrier? Kind of want to name him after him.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll go with Rawlings. Flyboys cast. Blaine. And then Rawlings. 1996. March 20.
It's my birthday.
I mean, it's an American squadron, I thought, but okay. See, do we have like a rancher? No, we'll just go by that. We'll do Iron Man for the scary. What are you doing? Shopping?
Slams.
Is this Sim Mods?
It's custom.
So it's mods. Blaine Rawlings. Let's do this. So I have no idea how to fly these planes, or how good or bad they are. I know from fighting them they have pretty good horsepower, so shouldn't be doing I. Isn't that crazy? This happened over 100 years ago now. That's crazy to think. Because like when we were born, it only happened like 85 years ago. Just, yeah, it is. I think everyone in Easy Company from Band of Brothers has passed away. Not probably. See, you're saying the shit that Al says, and I'm saying it as a statement of fact. I'll look up still alive. As the last surviving veteran passed away on July 3rd, 2022. What's with the laugh? What was the laugh for? Because I was right?
Yeah.
Told you. I don't even know who Bradford Clark Freeman is. I don't think he was, you know. Man, that's so sad. I remember when Bill Garnier died. I was in Louisiana. He was one of my favorite guys. It's so sad to see these awesome, awesome, awesome individuals pass away.
At least they got to live long lives after everything,
Yeah, some of them did. Well, Sobel shot himself and lived and then died of malnutrition. He just blinded himself. So he had to live like with care because he's like destroyed like a little bit of his brain, but mostly just his optical nerve. That was basically all he hit. Yep. And Blythe, it's funny in the show because in the show they say Blythe died not long after, but he actually lived for a while, and I think he even showed up to. I don't remember. Who was it that showed up to one reunion and then, like, they lost contact with him, and then he showed up to one reunion and then he, like, died right after? Bill Garnier, Joey Toy. Albert Blythe suffered from a perforated ulcer and died in German hospital in 1967. Yeah. Oh yeah, Webster. He went out and, like, he was really, like, into the ocean and stuff. He went out on a sailboat one day and just never came back. Who from Band of Brothers disappeared until one reunion?
Oh wow, somebody compiled a whole list.
Oh, that's awesome. Maybe it was this one. I don't know if Lieb got would have disappeared. It says he got PTSD. He went off the grid post-war to cope with the PTSD. Oh, Lieb got. He was right there at one of those concentration camps translating for the actual Jews that were there. And because they didn't know what was going on.
Right.
And he was speaking and he was translating for the rest of his guys that were obviously didn't speak, German. And he had to find out right then and there and translate it for them.
That is so crazy. I can't imagine that feeling.
And he's a Jew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
cannot imagine how that felt.
Man, those guys are just something else, dude. Easy Company is all gone now. One that really gets me is Barcelona. You didn't watch all the Pacific with me. That's still one you really need to watch. Which I made you watch Band of Brothers, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember you got really into it after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I really actually enjoyed Band of Brothers.
Mhm. And so you still need to watch Pacific. It's another great story. Actually, he made one called. Tom Hanks made another one with the Air guys called Masters of the Air or something
Yeah,
like that.
I feel like you've told me about that before. Not like,
Mhm.
have you seen it? Or
No, I have not seen it. I have not seen it. I have not seen it. Not see refractor sight, collimator sight. You only get 400 bullets? What? And one machine gun, dude. That's crazy. And I don't even know what sight to choose. I'm going to probably pick the British one. I don't want to put the overwings on there because you're not going to be able to really see over. It might be. We're going to do one mission without it, see how it goes. Oh, that's cool. There's some cool schemes. I like that.
that was the French flag. That's cool.
Yeah. You see the Skull and crossbones with a coffin. It's cool.
Very 2025 already. They're
Yeah,
ahead of their time.
they were. We got Sea Monster. And then this one that just says bad.
Bad to the bone. I like the sea monster.
I'm not going to pick the Sea Monster. It's going to be between this one or the Heart.
Let me see the sea monster again. Yeah. Big fish. Big fish flying in the sky.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Where's all the Flyboy skins? I don't know. They're both pretty tough.
I think that one.
You think so?
The black heart.
Oh, the Black
Yeah,
Heart.
sorry, you were over it. Messed up.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little low key.
Fucks with it.
It's low key, but it's cool. It's tight. Your flight is detailed to escort a formation of our ground attack planes to and from the target, which is marked on your map. The attack planes will take off before your flight and rendezvous with you over our airfield. You're required to escort the attack planes back to their home airfield. That's so gay. Well, because these planes are slow, dude. I mean, at least I'm in a good position here. My flights before were taking off from literally right here and flying all the way down here at half throttle. Ooh. Is all this stuff free?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look, Converse.
It's not Converse. Those are canvas shoes.
Look, it's Converse.
Scroll up. What's the title? Sneakers female. Yep.
Converse.
Those ain't Converse. Those are high top canvas basketball shoes.
Smells thirsty. Let me know when you want some better.
You want tea? You make your own damn tea. You go in there and make some for yourself. You go get a pot out and get some tea bags.
I was talking to my mom separate.
Yes. Yep.
Look, we got Air Force Ones.
Those are not Air Force Ones.
Look at it.
Those are all white
Look,
basketball
Nike
shoes.
Air Force Ones female.
Yeah, till I tell on them and get them sued. All right. sacrifice all their young battle ready men in World War I. They might have won World War II. Would have a lot more babies. They basically decimated their entire populace after World War II. It was like in the race and chase of having a complete Aryan race, they annihilated themselves. Not many true Aryans left. They didn't invade Russia. That was the first big problem. And become enemies of the USA, that was their second big problem. Probably the most big problem. Because guess who was supplying Russia with planes, tanks, and the fighter wings? Us. We had a huge Lend-Lease program. I don't know if you're aware of it. We should have. But we gave the British and especially the Russians, just gave them aircraft and tanks and ammunition and weapons and all that stuff for free, but they would have to pay it back afterwards. Like we gave it to them up front. They didn't end up paying it back for a long time. Which is crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Just give it to the government. Fighters coming this in like multiple directions actually. Maybe a very intense mission. Good. They fall off and go attack this planet. I think they have. Maybe I should go back. I did not know that they peeled off. I mean, they're coming from every freaking direction. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Was it? That one? Right, that was wrong. I think not like this one. Rudder's super dead actually. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of freaking planes. Look at them, they're all on. Look at them. Look at them. They're all after this guy too. They're all going after. Oh, we need to kill some flight leaders. Let's do I might die in the first mission. Yeah, this plane is freaking fast. Better change it. Because this rudder is just so fire. Oh wait, I think he's out. He's out. Can't have much ammo left. Yep, I think that's 2 down. It's 7. It's like one of those bombs. Fell off like crazy. You know he did that song with Tracy. I got over like a phone. You know, they done going on. Definitely. And the juice world. He's super cool. I love myself. Small. He never has to. It's so cool, like, set one forever. Oh, that's rudder does. Alright, I'm actually back to the base. Let me follow the base. Fail that. Just four sets, 5 sets a day right here. Fellow viewer. I'm also viewing my own stream. We just got done escorting some bombers. There's not many left of. Where are all my fighters dead? I don't even know. They shot a lot of us down. And they're gonna win. So, yeah. I'm out of ammo. And as far as I know, you cannot reload your weapons. Or if someone knows if you can reload your weapons and take back off, I don't think you can do it. But if you guys know otherwise, let me know how to do it. Maybe I can Google it. Maybe you can. Can you reload your weapons in IL2 Great Battles? To run out? Find out more about it. Here's what it means or something. Like, can you land? Okay. Type in can you reload after landing. Great Battles. See if that's a thing. I feel like, or let me get another plane and take back home or something. Economic reload. You run out the intended procedure section into the friendly airfield in the mission, which completes the circuit. That sucks. Well, I would like to land in the or I can pull out my trusty pistol. Yeah. That's exactly how I died and ended a several mission campaign with so many hours. I'm not going to do that unless we absolutely have to. Yeah. Yep. Maybe I should have just... that plane is just so bad to fly. The flight characteristics, the Fokker D1 is so bad, and my plane was so messed up that if I even attempt do that, I probably would have stalled the aircraft and killed myself. Which in hindsight, I probably should have done it because I died anyway. Definitely. I do not like on TikTok to go like, the dude unalived himself. Illegal turn as well. Yeah, she was great. It's quite. You're downplaying the seriousness of something like actual legal terms. Fight against it, man. If everyone uses it, then they're not going to, remove everything. Yeah, I don't know. That's just me. Well, we survived our first mission, but we ran out of ammo. But I think that's a mission success. So, yeah, look, it's green. It's green. That means we did it. Yep. But I do want to get out of this plane. I do not like the new port. We got 2 kills, though. 2 kills. Even with 1 gun. We're going to try out the overwing Lewis guns, though, I think. Not bad. I just had 4 viewers. Look at her. She's nuzzled in. Nope. No, big stretch, Chromie. Big stretch. Oh, she grabbed my hand. She's licking me. She grabbed my hand and rubbed it on her head. You sweetie cat. Oh, you so sweet. Alright, so we got a medal. Cool, and we survived our first mission. Excellent. Start the mission. Man, it'd be really fun to do an ME262 career. I feel like that'd be so easy. I think I can. We might check on that after this. I think I have the ME262. Hit the road, dude. I think I bought most of the DLC. Like, I bought a lot of DLC. Like, I'm surprised I still have as much money as I do.
Where did all your money go, babe?
I spent a lot on there. Spent a whole lot. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 Lewis overwings. And which one did I do? Okay, I did the British one. We're gonna try out the French one. I wish you would just like save the camo to your plane, so I don't have to keep doing it. Alright, what are we doing? Search for and destroy enemy aircraft you encounter. Okay, that's it. So it's a search and destroy mission. Search and seek and destroy.
Every time you say search and destroy, all I hear is
Search and destroy.
that's all I hear.
Destroy the objective. ME262 would be very easy to fly as well. The rest of it's on the ground. It's black. Should be connected to this. Babe,
Oh, sorry.
it's okay. Make sure you line it up. Probably stop left wire. Water line straight. you don't have any holes in them. Very cool. Just say that. We're not going to. If I had to rate this plane, give it like a 4 out of 10, maybe even a 3. This thing is just, I don't know, it's just not good. It's very much like the Fokker B1, where it has those weird stall characteristics. Mostly when you add these two machine guns on top, it becomes very, very weird to fly. Cut the engine so it stops pulling me. And the rudder is crazy. There we go. We made it. Yay. Whee! I live in a constant state of fear and misery. Do you miss me anymore? And I don't even notice when it hurts anymore, 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 anymore. Alright, so we got 1 kill. That's Sortie. Oh, and a medal. Croix de Grue. With 2 bronze palms. Nice. The next one. What the f is this stuff, Greta? You're never mind. That's what y'all call it nowadays. Call that string barely covering your nipple. Mm-hmm. I wonder if that's a real picture. Alright, y'all, hold on a second. We're going to check and see if the ME262 has a career mode. We're going to go ahead and create a new career. We're going to do probably Battle of Rhineland. It's probably where it'll be, if anywhere. Germany. Let's see. We're going to go... Let's see. Oh yeah, ME262, right there. Gruppe de Jägerschwede. Gruppe of Kamp... What? Kampfgeschwader. Kampfgeschwader. Nachtschlachtgruppe 2. That's probably a night bombing one. That'd actually... I might consider that. That's probably really cool. Let's see, we gotta find the 262. It's probably not down there. Woher ist du? I'm not seeing it. Maybe it just has to be a really late campaign. No, wait, there it is. There it is. And they're stationed all the way back there. Goodness. What about Battle of the Bulge? How close are they? And are there any more squadrons with it? Oh, they have the Arado. That's cool. You would literally never die. You'd make it all the way to the end. Sonderkommando. Hmm. Hmm. I could start from the beginning. Hmm. Decisions. You know what? Let's go ahead and start from September of the Rhineland phase. What should we make his name? Obersturm für Hanslanda. No, we gotta make a new name. Edward Victor Richthofen. Ja. Hmm. Heinrich Himmler.
Oh, Heinrich.
Schnitzel. Hang on, I gotta get up and stretch my legs. And we gotta think of a name. Schnitzelwaffen. Kegel. Kugelwaffenwagen.
Sounds like a Gorlami.
Gorlami. Chat, help me think of a German name to name this guy. Help me think of a name. I'll give you 1 minute to decide. In the chat, drop it down below. What should we name? It has to be German. Okay. First name I'm picking. Like super German. Like unmistakably a German name. Hmm? Any ideas, y'all? Still waiting. Need a German name. For our ME-262 pilot. Skugelschlagen. Friedenflieger. If y'all don't pick, I'm going to just go with Friedrich Steiner from Black Ops 1. I'm going to just go ahead and type it in, but if y'all come up with something. Is that how you spell Friedrich?
I think it's an H.
Is it?
Okay.
No. I mean like the R. Is it I-E or E-I? I-E? Okay.
Do you want me to double check?
Yeah. Just type in Friedrich Steiner, B-O-1, and see if it corrects you, maybe. Birthday, 9/11.
Oh, you're right.
19.
I was sorry. It's an H.
Is it? Not a K. Okay. Friedrich Steiner. His birthday is going to be 9/11/1901.
Predicted it. Friedrich Steiner didn't.
What should he be? German Lufthansa pilot? Or the German World War One veteran? The transporter? The playboy?
Your German accent's gotten
It is gotten better, huh, ain't it? The German skier? The athlete? Mm. The gunner und the pilot? Let's go. I mean, he's technically old enough. Let's make him a World War One veteran. And we're gonna go Iron Man. No respawns, no retries. That is it. Oh wait, we gotta change his portrait. This guy's a little bit ugly. A little bit too ugly. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good. I don't want a mustache though.
I like the mustache.
But I feel like we have to have a blonde-haired guy with no mustache.
That guy.
No. No, his face is too narrow. I don't know. That's a crazy hairline. There we go. That's what we needed right there.
It's like a burn. Nothing against burn victims.
Following major defeats in France, the shattered remnants of Germany's Army Group West begin their retreat across France and the Low Countries toward the German border at the end of August 1944. Meanwhile, pursuing Allied forces face a major problem supplying their troops, as the approaches to Antwerp remain controlled by the German 15th Army. To maintain pressure on the Germans, Allied command agrees to a daring plan that, if it works, will allow the Allies to outflank the defenses of the Siegfried Line and plunge into the Ruhr River Valley. It is hoped this operation, codenamed Market Garden, will end the war in Europe by the end of 1944.
Nope, it would
The
not.
1st Allied Airborne Army finds initial success on the first day of Market Garden in capturing some of their assigned
Market
bridges,
Garden was a
critical
failure.
to the advance of the British 30th Corps. Allied fighter bombers, with entire air superiority, covered the ground forces as they moved north. However, delays in securing objectives and unexpectedly strong German resistance soon results in the Allied airborne forces fighting for their lives. With the British 1st Airborne overwhelmed at Arnhem and 30th Corps unable to advance, Operation Market Garden ends in failure on September 25th. Any hopes of ending the war by the end of 1944 are shattered.
They almost did it. Fighting in the Low Countries. Ja. Willkommen to Ikedo. Feldwebel. Since this is your first day here, take some time to study the personal roster and familiarize yourself with how things work around here. When you are ready, get started and click on Next Day to continue. The latest newspaper has been delivered. Alright. I think that's the extent of my German accent. Come on. Come on. We got a 262 campaign going. Air operations suspended from September 18th to September 26th. 13. Pilot's badge. Mission 3, Me-262s. Okay. Options. On runway. And you know what? We're actually going to do enemy superiority. Let's do parity, just because it'll be even. And start the mission. You son of a bitch. Don't bite my back. That's a quick way to get an elbow. And I don't want to do that to you.
You're gonna elbow me in the face?
On accident.
On purpose?
On accident.
On purpose?
No, at 82 kilometers, well that's, okay, 82 plus 83 is 165. That's actually not going to be too bad just because of the speeds we're going to be flying. Our air reconnaissance has spotted enemy forces massing near the settlement marked as waypoint 3 on your flight map. That'll be here. Release your bombs over the designated target area. So we're going to be bombing somewhat here. We're in first gen 262. See what kind of baller camo we can put on. Oh, that's cool. The Witzman. Ooh, I like that. Bare metal. It's like they didn't have time to paint it kind of deal. Modeled. That one? Nah. I like the bare metal. That one's cool. And I also like this last one down here. Is it this one? No. This one right here. This one's also kind of cool. But I think we're going to go, honestly, bare metal is pretty cool. I mean, it is late war. Makes sense, you know? I feel like that's kind of... I don't know, though. Is that too much? Yeah, that might be a little too much. Let's go with the last one here. That way it's somewhat unique, but nothing too crazy. Still looks pretty cool. I just want something that I can stick with that looks awesome, you know, that I won't get bored of. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Is this too much? The bare metal? Like, do you think that's too historically inaccurate? Or would that be historically accurate? No, we'll rock with it for one mission. And see how it goes. Removed inner cannons. Now, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to remove cannons? That seems a little bit silly. You know, I don't really think we're going to need that much armor. We're going to be moving fast. We're going to be on a boom and zoom tactics, so probably don't need that. I don't want removed inner cannons, though. It's not what I want. I do want all the cannons. Convergent distance, 800 meters. Yeah, that's probably good. And we'll rock with it. Oh, we get a real airfield. Wow. Been doing so much World War I stuff, I forgot what that looked like. Oh. Oh, we need a top off, babe. A little bit of a top off. What the fuck are you doing? Shit.
Yeah, I'm scratching.
Oh, I thought you were just bobbing your head.
My ear itches.
Alright, 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 alright. I'm really glad that they have an ME262 campaign. That is so cool. Oh, we got 6 people in here. Welcome in, guys. We're getting ready to take off in our first sortie of our ME262 campaign. Just getting set up here. Alright, fellas. Let's see if we can not get shot down on our first sortie. It is like a 165-kilometer flight. Also, I'm aware from the 1946 game that these things can catch fire fairly easily. So, based on the throttle inputs, I don't know if that's a thing in this game. This is literally my first time flying this as well. So we'll see. You know what? I'm going to apply brakes. Slowly throttle up. Yep, see what first engine overheat. Alright, release brakes. What's the problem? What is the problem? Why is it not turning? What was that? Control G? Shit. Alt G? Oh no 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 no. Oh my god. Well, the plane allows you to retract your landing gear when you're on the ground. So, yeah, good mission, y'all. Oh, look, it even happened to the AI. He started going off the edge of the runway. Hey, she just snuggled up. She just snuggled up. She just snuggled up. Alright, well, we're gonna do that again. I have no idea why that happened. That was really weird. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but at the end, when I was looking back, my teammate also went into the grass. So I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out. Huh. Don't know. So soft, Chromie. Oh, me little cat noises. Yeah, let me pull her. You can't kiss it. You can't kiss it. You gotta leave it up. Can't kiss that part. Alright. Let's see if we can't not do that again. It's kind of annoying that we missed our first mission because of some technical difficulties. I have no idea how to alleviate that.
Startkrähe. Starterlaubnis erteilt. Startkrähe. Wir starten.
Oh, it's because it's cocked off to the side or something. That's why. So what we need to do is slightly roll forward here if we can. Get that nose gear in the right direction before we take off. Okay, there we go. Oh, and we're about to roll. Here in a little bit. Not really. Okay. Dude, what is going on with the gear? What is... Does anyone know what this is? Why this is going on? Alright, we're gonna have to stop right now for a second. And I'm gonna have to Google this. IL2 Great Battles ME262 turns during takeoff. Let's see. Keeps turning on takeoff. Got both engines selected, rudder, trim. Okay, that's not. Come on, Google. Two possibilities. First, crosswind seems possible. That or the engine spooling faster than the other. The nose wheel spins freely and has a mind of its own. Avoid sharp turns while taxiing and keep it straight as if possible. Just turn sharp on the runway. Roll forward. Make sure to straighten out. What? That's not helpful. Maybe it's the engines? Veers to the left or right? Okay. Yes, you ought to use long concrete swept wing jets. No prop wash for tail. Ours have the same problem. The aircraft starts spinning. Doesn't matter how much rudder I use. I tried slowly increasing the throttle. Also tried increasing it all of a sudden, but it didn't work. You have to be very gentle, okay? I don't care about throttle. You throttle it. No, that's not it. Abomination, nobody likes him if it ain't prop. It's flop. Like, there's a whole fucking thing about it, but no one is actually giving the answer. Here's holding directional control to begin takeoff work this time. At first, I lowered the flaps to a medium value. I engaged the brakes. I increased slowly power to 100% and disengaged the brakes. And when the plane starts to roll, there's always that tendency to roll left or right. With rudder and brakes, it was possible to control the direction. I recorded today's flight. That's additionally... Okay, so there's no help, basically. I'm just going to have to figure it out on my own. Gotcha. That's all right. Excellent. Because the nose gear doesn't like to work or something. See, look at it. It's just turning by itself. Back the other way. No, I didn't do nothing. They just did something wrong with doing this. Like, I'm using brakes and rudder and everything. Yeah, it's because it's made by Russians. Anyone for the love of God know what to do here. It keeps turning on its own. Dude, I'm like full rudder right and it's not turning at all. No, apparently this is a problem. No, it's not. You can see it on my tail. It's working, but the nose is not turning where I need it to turn. Maybe I could try independent braking for the rear wheels and do one side and the other and use that to try and take off. Look at this, this is ridiculous. Straight. Alright, we're going in the grass. Give me some more flaps here. We die, we die. Okay, we got it off the ground. Nope, no we didn't. Oh my god, oh my god. Amazing grace. Okay, we got it off the ground. Thank goodness. No idea where my flight went. That was weird. Let me know how to fix that or work around that. Anyway, we got a long flight. Me and my guys left without me. That coffee. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. This one. This one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Americans. Yeah, the first jet. That's why I was saying the Americans, whenever they saw this thing, they never heard a jet engine. They've never seen anything move that fast. I mean, look, this thing cruises this fast. You know. This thing has so the ME-262 has this, I'm not going to call it a problem, but it is a problem, where if you push the throttle up too fast, the engines would just explode and catch on fire, so, yeah. From what I understand in here, that is mapped in this game. I remember from my IL2 Forgotten Battles in 1946 that it would do that, but it also does in this game. So it's cool that they do it. We're already a third of the way there. 160. We're moving at 650 kilometers an hour. Probably close to 400, probably. I don't know the exact number. Did you Google it? Let's try that. My guess is around 400 in a straight line at low altitude. Oh, okay. Hold on just a second. He said that I need to lower the game audio. Let's lower it a little more. Nope, it's not where I want to be. Can I not do it from here? Oh, here we go. Hey, let me know if this is better. Let me know if this actually changes anything. See, well, the metallurgy for the rotors was not there yet, so the jet rotors could disintegrate or break up under certain conditions. I see, I did not know that. I just knew they would frickin' catch on fire, blow up. Is that better, Billy? Let me know. I'm gonna kind of yap here for a second so you can really tell from outside the plane. And if not, what I'll do is I'll probably have to do it through OBS. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, me and my girlfriend have been trying to figure it out, how to balance the game audio versus the microphone audio. We're on our way to go bomb something. I didn't even read the thingy. Also, Billy, do you know, I tried to figure it out on Google. This thing has got an atrocious front nose gear that does not like to turn. Do you know how to, work around that in this sim, in this game? Because it's like, as soon as you try to go take off, even if you use brakes, even if you go full left or right rudder, like, and you spool up the engine slowly, it just tries to basically spin in a circle. I'm surprised I was even able to take off. I had to take off in the grass just to make it. This is also my first time flying this in this sim too. Oh, okay. No worries. Yeah, this is the weirdest plane I've ever tried to take off in this game. It's like you have no control over the nose gear at all. Like it just turns wherever it wants to. Very strange. Oh, dude, I'll show you if I make it back to land. If you're still here, what I'm needing. I mean, I'm full deflection either way. It doesn't matter. Didn't know if there was a fix or something. It seems like a bug, but I don't know. This game's kind of old. It seems like they would have fixed something like that. Though they're still updating it. I don't know. Just weird. Like you can see I'm not flying with anybody. I had 3 other 262s I took off with, and they are nowhere to be found because they left me in the dust. So I've been hauling ass trying to catch up to them. I do see some smoke up ahead. Like it's in the direction of our waypoint, so they might be up here. Yeah, it could be that too. I didn't even think of that. We'll see. So we are going to drop this, so we'll see whenever we go back and land if it makes a difference at all. Because it is off to one side, so it could have an imbalance. So we will see. We will see. That's if we don't get, you know, blasted out of the sky or I don't blow up my engines. We are about to cross the front lines here. I believe I have this on Iron Man mode, so there's no restarting. We die, we die. Also, how did you guys find the stream? Were y'all just scrolling, or did y'all like type in IL2 or something? I'm just curious to know how you came up. What would the word be? Across me? Yeah, how'd you guys come across me? I'm fairly new to PC streaming, so I'm trying to figure it all out. I just started like 2 weeks ago. I bought this game and I fell in love with it because I never got to play this when I was younger because I never had a PC. And now that I have one, I have the capability to play this now. Went and bought me 2 HOTASes, 2 Thrustmasters, one for my PlayStation and one for PC. And this is what I've been doing every day, literally every single day. Can't get enough. Oh, enemy fighters. Okay. Got some enemy fighters over here. Or maybe they're just... Let's go see what that is. I don't know if those are fighters or bombers. Either way, they ain't catching us. Okay, they're fighters. Yeah, I can't pull that. Maybe we can get a little boom and zoom action going on here. Let's see if we can't get one. Oh, he came out of nowhere. Looks like Spitfires, maybe? No, actually, I'm going to go drop my bomb first. So I can have some more maneuverability here. I don't know. These kind of lining up perfectly for me. I just hate this angle that I'm coming at him at. I wish I was more behind him. May I take your hat, sir? May I take your hat, sir? Nope. No, I was not even going to try and turn with that. Oh, I've actually got one on my 6. Oh my god, they actually hit me. Oh my god, that was dumb. That was dumb. That was dumb. That was dumb. How are they catching me? What are they flying? Good grief. They're hauling, dude. What are they, in Griffins? Oh my god! I'm over here sitting there thinking I'm invincible. Oh, engine's damaged too. That's not good. That is not good. Let's see if we can get out of here. We damaged our engine and put a hole in our fuel tank. Dude, they're still shooting at me. Is he catching me? They are actually sticking with me. Alright, I gotta get rid of this bomb. We're just gonna have to gun it here. Full power. Oh my god. I think they just hit me again. You know what? I can do something I bet they can't do. Let's climb. Doubt they can climb like me. Oh, no, 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 no. Dude, he's actually climbing with me. Okay, he fell off. He fell off. Alright. We need to make it... Wait, front lines for us are actually over here. Right? Yes, front lines are over here. So what we're going to do is go into a crazy dive. Alright, let me read your message here. Sorry, I just got super focused right there. Need to get some speed here, hold on. And we're going over 700 kilometers an hour right now. Alright. Just scrolling like Warbird games. Okay. Yeah, I'm so used to props, I totally... Oh my god, no way he's doing that again. They're actually shooting at me again. Even though I'm going over 700 right now. Might have to do it again. Well, at least if we have to bail, we're over our lines. So we're actually okay on fuel right now too. It looked like it was a pretty big leak, but we've got plenty. And I have no idea where my squadron is. Can I? No, I can't even go on the radio. And he tore us up. I don't know if I'm breaking the sound barrier just yet. This is in kilometers. Okay, I'm starting to pull away from them. Thank goodness. I have no idea where my flight is, though. They probably just bombed and got out of here. Shift F2. Yeah, they got out of here. Man, now that was a humbling experience, let me tell you. I will not be messing around with them again, because those have got to be... Here, we can find out, actually. Is that an actual? That is like a... That's not a Griffin, dude. I have no idea how they were keeping up with me. Those are like the earlier model Spitfires. Like, I could see it if it was a Griffin. Wait, are those might be different ones. I have no idea what happened. Those guys are behind me. Alright, let's check fuel again. Our left tank is the one that's leaking. Yes, I am definitely an ME-262 novice. Well, I'm technically a novice to this game in general, to be fair. Yeah, it was like, when I was running, I'm like, oh, I can easily outrun them, but they were sticking right on you. I just came from the World War I props, so climbing away from anything isn't really an option. Oh, no, 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 no. Alright, we gotta jump. We gotta jump. I have no idea what just happened. I'm not letting my pilot die, though. Jump out. Alright, we saved our pilot, at least. I had the, yeah. I think I had the throttle up for too long and it overheated, so... Hey, but our guy's okay, and that's fine with me. Damn. Well, alright, so that's 2 notes. What? Oh, yeah. Don't leave the throttle up for too long. Don't throttle up too fast, and boom and zoom tactics only. Do not try and flirt with Spitfires. Let's see. Can I? Yep, there we are. We're alive. I think I have to wait till he hits the ground to confirm that we're on the friendly lines. Like, just for the game, it will make it think that we're not at our own lines, and it'll like end the career. Well, I mean, if it does, who cares? Yes, I'll be having beers at the base tonight, 'cause I survived. Yeah, it shouldn't say we're captured or anything, or missing in action, hopefully. Well, that's embarrassing. Let's get the beers going. Now, I'd probably, if I was in Germany and I just did that, I'd probably be lined up along a wall and shot in the face for destroying the very expensive airplane. Yeah. We'll just lie and tell them we got in like a huge dogfight and shot down 3 planes and got hit by flak. I will show you what I mean, though, with the nose gear. It is ridiculous. It almost makes me not want to do a career, or going forward, spawn in the air, which I don't really like to do that. I like the taking off and landing aspect of it, but yeah, to nibble. It is a good start. But we're just going to lie and tell them we shot him down. Yeah, Obersturmführer, Hugo, yes, I shot down 3 enemy Spitfires, yeah. And then the flak out of nowhere, seemingly, burst my 262 into flames. It was kaput. No good. we gotta do a different camo because our plane is gone now. So we're gonna go with that one. Just keep the inner cannons. I did drop him, but technically, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that. Well, hopefully I can actually really get some kills here and not blow up the plane again. And the plane actually wants to go straight during takeoff. Hey, look, I will show you what I mean. Alright, so look. Okay, the nose gear is actually straight this time. But watch this. Slowly increase the throttle here, very slowly. Look, rudder and right. Don't want to go right. So the nose gear just starts going the opposite direction. You know what? This is what we'll do. We're going to see if there's a key binding for independent brakes. Let's see. Plane controls. Let's find brakes. It's air brakes. Left, okay, comma and period. Okay. We'll try independent brakes and see if that will save us. Alright. See, look. I'm just hitting the right wheel brake too. We may have to wait for it to finish this little loop right here. It's probably exactly what we're going to have to do. They're waiting for me to take off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try it without the bomb next time. I don't know if that's what's causing it though, dude. I'm full right rudder and full my right brake. See if I can give it some more throttle here. Yeah, we're just gonna have to take off in the grass. Look at that, full right rudder. Give me some more flaps here since we're going in the dirt. Yeah, it's kind of aggravating. Next sortie we'll do it without the bomb. See if that's actually the issue. Come on, plane, please take off. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you believe this? And look, it's still turning by itself. Dude, what is the deal with this thing? Alright, we're going without bomb next time. Because this is just ridiculous. This is just like ruining this for me. Like, I'm all immersed and stuff, trying to get into it, and this is what we get. Makes me want to go back to the biplanes and World War I stuff. Yes, I'm wounded. I got you. I even got a medal for it. Nice. Yeah, okay. We'll do no bomb and full throttle. But I do have to increase it slowly.
With Operation Market Garden,
Alright. Market Garden, gotcha. Options. Start mission. Welcome in, guys. If you haven't been here, we are doing ME262 stuff that is being extremely difficult right now. If you enjoy what you're seeing, drop a like on the stream. That's all I ask. Helps me out. And if you like what you see, subscribe. We're going to take Billy's suggestion here with no bomb and full throttle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go full brakes, go full throttle, wait for the engines to spool up, and see if we can't help it with independent braking after we release the main brakes. Yep, we're going to go no bombs. Can I remove the bomb? Yes, I can. Okay. Remove all that stuff. So we're going to be running just guns. Accept. And start. You know, I don't even want to mess with flaps. Let's see if that's messing with it too. Alright, we're going to get the brakes. Half throttle right now. Slowly increasing. Oh shit, it's too fast. Alright, we're at 100. Release. Right brake. Oh, that might work. That might have worked. It's still stupid, but that is way better than it has been. Like, way better. Good idea on the full throttle. I think that really helped out. There we go. We're off the ground. We stayed on the runway. Good stuff, Billy. It's a good temporary fix. That'll work. Release our engine back down to continuous mode. So we don't burn up here. Is our airspeed going up at least? Kind of. Yes, it was. But IL2's problem is they don't know how to make the nose gear work, apparently. Yeah, but from what I heard, like, these guys, like, especially with landing too, they had to take a really long time to land because of the engines, you know. They have to basically get it perfect, like have like a 10-kilometer approach to the runway, and at a low altitude, so they could stop on the runway. And Americans would follow them and would shoot a lot of them down while they were landing. But hey, I'm excited that we were able to actually go with our flight to the objective. Give me some, babe. Thank you. And salsa verde. And you have to, basically full throttle with the brakes on, and then once your engines are spooled up, then release the brakes. Use lots of flaps. It's like it's fast, but it just takes forever to get fast. If they were smart, they would have took those resources and that into a VF-109 K series, a K6 or a K10 model, I think the farthest they got was K4. I think the ME-163 was an interesting idea, but from what I understand, they only got 14 victories, and they didn't fly that many times before the end of the war. What's that other one, the Heinkel, HE-162 or something like that? I forget what it was, but it has the single engine on the back of the plane, and it has like an H tail. Yeah, I agree. They should have focused on, well, quantity over quality. This, what I mean by quality is this right here. Yes, they had an awesome jet, but yeah, that's cool. But yeah, ME-163 was cool. What's that Heinkel one though? What's that one called? Had like 2 cannons. It was very, very small. It had like the V-25 clicking tail. I always liked the way that plane looked. Used to fly it in War Thunder a lot. Passing me like that. Heck. Yes, the Arado. That was actually a good idea, but it didn't really change anything. Like, it's too little, too late. Like, yes, you have a super fast jet bomber, but the Americans and Russians have thousands of planes flying over your cities daily, bombing you, stopping you, or yeah, basically stopping you from being able to produce any type of war. Like, I feel like the Japanese had a really good philosophy. Like, their planes were not the best. I mean, at the beginning of the war they were, but they just had, thousands of them. Fortunately for them, we were just, better, richer, well equipped. Or the Horton 229. That one would have been crazy. Plane made of wood with jet engines. Basically looked like a B-2. Throttle a little bit here. What else? Well, what was that bomber? The America bomber. Me 162? Dude, there's so many numbers. Oh yeah, the B-29. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Is the Germans making that big America bomber. It's the Heinkel. No. The Messerschmitt 264, I think it was. If they had been able to produce that and bomb America and or deep into Russia, like strategically night bombing, like they might have been able to do something with that, like overbuilding, jet fighters in the Arado and the ME-163 and the Horton. Instead of doing all that, put the resources into what you already know. Thanks, babe. Not that their achievements were awesome. Like having the first jet fighters and jet bombers like ever was pretty awesome. But it's like, I don't know. It's like you work at McDonald's and, hundreds of customers are outside wanting cheeseburgers and you're making, I don't even know what to say to that. Honestly, I don't know where I was going, but, yeah, basically not what you need. It's like, you want a cheeseburger? Yeah, but look at this. I've got this brand new thing instead. I don't know where I was going with that. Autopilot this? I'm gonna let it run in autopilot right now, just so I can snack a little bit. Right. What they should have is my point, instead of making these planes. I mean, look at what their ground... Okay, let me say this. Not that they were not effective, but most of their infantry was, fighting with bolt-action rifles. America's, got the Grand. About halfway to our target. build a new. Yes, they did have that. But not widespread. You may have like one or two guys in a group that have like 10 people. You have an STG, and you're gonna have 9 498s, maybe one or two. Unless you're like a paratrooper. Paratroopers got, stuff like that. And the Russians end up building the AK-47 from those designs. Goodness, I didn't know so many people were here. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We're on our way to bomb something, but I'm not actually going to bomb anything. My friends here are. I had to forbid the bombs so that I could actually take off remotely. Just about halfway there. I think, what's the name of that club? It's PSA or a different company. They're supposed to be making ST-244s reproductions. You know what I really want? I really love a PPSH. Got a most of the PU spec rifle. That was actually my first gun. We got some interaction in here. Most people just sit here and don't say anything. Which is nothing wrong with that. But I like talking. I'm engaging. So don't be scared to talk and chat, y'all. I do read your messages. I don't fight. I'm friendly. I'm a nice guy. I'm a swell guy. I'm a nice enough guy. I'm a fun guy. I don't know. Pull it up on. Because for me, it's kind of low quality. For me. Is it good? Yeah, yours looks good. Okay. I don't know what that is. Eastbound and down load it up and truck it. We gonna do what they said can't be done. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Just bandit anybody? Not too far from our objective. Oh, I gotta take those out. Go sit up on your pillow, idiot. Everybody having a good night. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Let's get rid of that. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna have to screenshot that. Hold on. Did I get it? Yep, I got it. Beautiful. Look at that. I'll give it to the Germans. They know how to make some sexy stuff. It's like a shark or something. Oh, you know they will. You know they will. And right now my HUD is kind of glitched out. Like I can see like my throttle and engine damage and stuff like that, and my flaps notifications, but I can't actually see, you know, my friendly or enemy tags basically. Like I can see it on the map, but I can't actually see any labels above them. If I turn it on and off, sometimes it just does that, glitches out. So we're gonna get a true experience. That was a good shot, wasn't it? Let's look at that. Yeah, baby. Oh, that's a good one. I'm grabbing that. You know, they probably would have kept that air superiority had they not, you know, made two really bad enemies, i.e. Russia and the United States. Hitler had followed through on his word with Stalin and stayed friends with Stalin and not invaded them, stuck to just Europe, they might have actually had a good chance of winning and keeping their superiority. But it's when they had to start fighting on two different fronts, or technically three, because they were down in Africa and stuff too. But for all intents and purposes, two fronts. They probably would have kept it. Alright. Alright, we're here. We are here. Start breaking off here a little bit. There's fighters. Where are they at? They high? They low? I think they're low. Where are they? Oh, they might be high. Let's increase throttle a little bit here. Having trouble seeing these guys. It looked like I saw something up high. Wait, am I looking at the wrong wing? Whoa, hold on. Oh, they are high. They're right above us. That's not good. If you have altitude on an ME-262, you're in a pretty good position to shoot one down. See if we can increase our speed here. About to start diving, I'm assuming. You know, I'm actually going to break off in a different direction. Get too far from my guys. Oh yeah, these ones are following me. They're following me. Dive? Oh, there's the dive. There it is. We're bombing an airfield. Alright, let's get active here. Made it to our objective. One behind us. Start our climb here. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? God damn it. These guys come out of nowhere, dude. Oh, don't go into the ground here. And they're whooping my ass, dude. I don't understand why we're cruising at such a low altitude anyway, man. Just like, hey, come dive on us. Plane's basically screwed, dude. It's no good. And then my guys are just flying in a straight line like there's not 10 fighters above us. Let's look at the fuel, see what we can do. Man, dude, I'm having to pull the stick way to the left right now. Alright, I'm gonna try and slot in behind some of these guys now. This plane is really in bad shape though. And then I've got one on my 6 again. Yep, and he shot one of us down already. You know, it might not even be a good idea to try and fight these guys. My plane is just too bad off right now. It's in bad shape. We'll do a pass real quick, but that's about it. One pass. We're not gonna turn fight with them. Yep, no dice. Oh, I think I actually hit one. And we're out of here. We are out. We are out of here. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, we're good. Damn, man. I think he shot every single one of my teammates down. Oh, me. Oh, wait, I still got one more left. But they are all chasing me right now. This plane is really hard to fly right now, too. What are they in? They're in regular Spitfires and they're keeping up with me. Look at, you see that map at the bottom right corner? There's 10 of them following me right now. But hey, we're learning. We're learning. We are learning. I just want to get over the front lines before I really cut in and start trying to head back to base. I'm probably not going to fly all the way back. I'm going to find a closer airfield to land at, because this ain't going to work. Oh my god, did y'all see that cloud of them behind me? Just a fog, like mosquitoes back there. I have to find a anti-air battery on my side. Okay, we are pulling away, but my left fuel tank is about halfway empty already. So we may be jumping out if we don't find a airfield soon. Yeah, I'm gonna, man, I guess the first mission didn't humble me enough. I should have known better. They were gonna, I mean, dude, they're fast, dude. Like, the fact that they're keeping up as much as they are, they've got to be going close to 600 kilometers an hour in those Spitfires. And they're not even Griffins. They're just regular, like, Mark 9s. They still have the Merlins in them, I believe. Be able to get a little bit of a climb going here now, so we can see if we find ourselves an airfield. I didn't even notice my right fuel tank is also going down fairly quick. Look at what happens when I let go of the stick. Just show y'all how bad a shape this plane is in. It starts doing that. We might just escape though with our lives. See any airfields around here? Oh wait, there's one right here. Let's see if it's active. Active, the anti-air might be able to. No, it's actually not active. Damn. Say we could have landed there. This one is abandoned. They're still chasing me, dude. What the hell? I don't know if y'all can see that back there. I'll see if I can zoom in for y'all. Oh shoot, let me control the plane. Okay, nah. They're out of render distance, I think. We're at half fuel now. Start climbing again, see if we can find another airfield. Here, is this better, Billy? Is this better? I had it kind of far away from my mouth. Yeah, they did shoot me up again. Yeah, well, they did the same thing they did to me last time, where they jumped me out of nowhere, unexpectedly. Because they're the fastest Spitfires in the world, I guess. And I think they're still chasing me. They might have just stopped. I'm not going to stop and find out though. Just going to look for another airfield. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to say screw my flight and fight for myself. Yeah, I don't know if I can make it back to my base though. Half of our fuel is already gone. I don't know, we might though. Oh, wait, hang on, is this an airfield right here? Oh no, that's like a World War I airfield. That ain't gonna work. I'm looking. Yeah, probably, especially at the end of the war. It was all new guys, all their aces had been killed or captured. Putting anybody up in these planes. Yeah, so it will be an improvement. Just have to see if we can actually find a base. I'm flying back to my main one, and we might make it there before we find another one. But if I can land sooner, I'd like to do that. This plane is messed up. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. This plane don't want to fly. Oops. Yeah, I can only imagine. That must be a kind of a shitty situation to be in too, because you know they're probably not going to make it. You're sending these young guys, brand new, and having to train them to basically go die because they're going up against, you know, first of all, outnumbered basically every time, and ace pilots, like very skilled pilots by this point in the war. Oh damn. What, just like practice? Like they died in practice training, flying the aircraft? Or were they killed in combat? By the way, I think our fuel tanks are actually sealed now for some reason, because they're not going down. But yeah, did they die in like just practice? Yeah, the engines were very temperamental. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. That sucks. That sucks. Like, how do you write home to the person's parents? Sorry, your son died because our aircraft like to catch on fire. like rudder and make this thing fly straight? Oh, I can. Be needing those. It is damaged, but I think we're gonna make it. Wait, is that why it's acting weird? No, I do have both of my engines. I know one of them's damaged, but I think they're both running. Still good on fuel too. Temps are good. Moving too. Real fast. Look at that. Ha. Damn, we're moving. Hauling some ass. Meow. 750 kilometers an hour right now. King of speed, baby. Call me Dale Earnhardt. Oh, I think I see the runway. We're actually perfectly lined up for it. We can start slowing down. Dude, this is actually going to be really tough to land this too with the way that plane is acting right now. Pilot may die. I'm just going to go ahead and forewarn you. Like it's like trying to fall over on its side. Fast are we going? We're still moving pretty freaking quick. Let's bleed some speed. There we go. That's much better. Oh my god. Don't fall over. Come on, flaps. Flaps damaged? There we go. There's the flaps. Wish me luck. Like butter. Like butter. Come on, brakes. Woo! That's how you do it right there. That is how you do it. Thanks. For a second, I didn't know if I was going to make it. That was crazy. All my friends are dead. Oh, there's a few focke-wulfs flying around. And some Spitfires. Powering down. Thanks, bro. I can only hope to make the fatherland very proud of me. I must take a gasoline bath. For the fuel, yeah? Alright, well, we survived. And we actually made it back to base this time. Oh my gosh. Let's go look. Let's go see if it'll actually say it. Enemy parked. Okay, yeah, we bombed them. Yeah, here it is. Friendly 262 destroyed. Friendly 262 destroyed. Friendly 262 destroyed. Literally all of them. My entire flight was killed so that we could bomb some non-moving. So we could bomb enemy searchlights. We bombed a searchlight, guys. And 2 parked B-25s. Hmm. What do you mean? And it showed it? Oh my god. Well, hey, look, we made it. So, I'll take that as a win. Drop some likes on the stream for that. That was bodacious. Well, yeah, we'll see. Let's actually see if I do become the new lead. I've had that happen a few times where my entire flight dies, and I'll be the lead for the rest of the flight, but then they'll assign somebody else. Which it is by appointment, so I don't really know what I have to do to become lead. I'd prefer being lead. Here. And yeah, I do need a kill. Hey, I did hit one though. Alright, let's just see. Let's see. I don't think I am. I think it's this guy. Gottskilla in Felix Elta. Fridolin Kolpeberg. George Raymond. Karl Artbrecht Ank. Hotkan Leibzit. Fred Haubner. And Karl Albrecht Reinbacher. I don't know. But I think that is going to wrap it up just for tonight. I will be back on tomorrow, of course. I try to stream every day. It's kind of my goal, every day. So, and we will pick up where we left off between these two guys. We're going to do our French World War One Blaine Rawlings from Fly Boys, if you've ever seen that movie. And we are flying the Newport that he flies. And then we're going to continue our Friedrichstein ME-262 campaign. And maybe we'll touch on the Hans Lana 109 stuff. We'll see. But, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. If you want to hit the subscribe and see me tomorrow, well, then come see me tomorrow. Because I will be on. 07, my friend. Thanks for joining. Thanks everybody who came in and chilled out. I love looking down and seeing that there's people in here. It's an awesome feeling. So thanks, guys. I'll be on tomorrow. See ya. Bye.